You know, if I went and charged out right now, I'd be paid so much money.
You'll never be able to enter India ever again, I'm pretty sure.
Right, so today's agenda is landing page. We want to get that functional and cover all of the important pieces of what the product is and basically what is the user going to get out of it and why should they sign up.
We designed the landing page for the website, and all of us gave a lot of input.
The objective, I would assume, is to get people to sign up to the
Yes.
product. We're not charging at the moment, so we're only going to be looking for free sign-ups, essentially. So how do we do that?
So upon signing up, you're giving them the summarizing part, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I think we should advertise. Like, if you sign up, what are you getting? I was looking at the scraper. I had never worked with a web scraper before, so it was fun to look at it because there is so much stuff in there. And it was like it's always like solving a puzzle, so it's always fun.
So gained some confidence in him over the last couple of weeks. So I realized that he's actually a very good developer and he's able to get things done quite quickly. So I think if I give him specific tasks with specific objectives, it will make him even better, even faster.
Well, previously I had got some criticism from Max, so that had stressed me down a little bit. But then I got some compliments as well, so that felt good. And I'm finally getting the hang of it, so that's really good. And we had some chat over the weekend. We met with Shweta and Mac, my wife and I, and we got them to know a little bit better. So we have this now a personal connection that I feel, and so I'm more incentivized to work.
You've got all the latest news from hundreds of different sources.
But we both can't see where and how the news would look like. So we'll have to sign in
Yes.
to see that,
Yes.
but we can't sign in now. You both have better idea of what it's gonna look like, what it's gonna be than us.
What would you like to see if you came to this?
I'd like to see if we are talking about the news feature
Yeah.
and focus on that. I'd like to see how I can personalize the news that I want to consume, how frequent the news is being updated, and what are the sources of these news.
I would say I was a bit disappointed, because I was expecting, maybe I was expecting a lot rather than what was supposed to be there, so that led to disappointment.
At the moment, it will just be news from various different sources, right? As we work on it, we're going to increase the number of sources. That's one thing that's going to add value, because then we have a more reputable corpus of knowledge. We can have, like, in big text, like news from hundreds of sources or whatever, and then we can have like NASA's logo, ESA's logo, all of these different logos just scrolling across the screen, because that's like validation in a way. People look at that and they think, like, I know this brand.
Nothing from our products is visible for people who have not signed in,
Yes.
people who don't have.
Correct.
I'm not sure if I like that.
What are you trying to accomplish with all this? Like, what's your...
I'm just trying to think how we are getting more sign-ups from the website while still giving them the taste
Something.
of what we are offering,
Okay.
rather than just a video. But if I see that there is like a news of the day, like image of the day, then I want to click on it and I'm so desperate to read it. But when I click on read more, I know that I have to sign in, and that's gonna push me to sign in.
Got a hook, right? That's what you're thinking of.
Mm.
Something that gets people to click, and then when they click that, it will just redirect them to the login page.
Yeah.
We would want to basically just list out whatever they're going to get right now in terms of the features. So summarize news, hundreds of different sources, updated every 30 minutes or whatever, every hour, like save however many hours by getting all your news in one place instead of hopping around the web. Like, what are the benefits, basically? The benefits section, if we can have 6 of those in the cards.
Whatever timeline we have set, we are way back. And if we want to start earning, I don't think it's going to match, because publicizing this and getting it to the people is going to need a huge time.
Yeah.
I guess we had a bit of misunderstandings, chaos, miscommunication within the employees, or I would say teammates here. But I guess that's the part of building something from scratch, where you actually get or go through all these obstacles and finally come to a point where you all agree. To be blunt, I don't see how it's going to create the impact that you want it to be.
I think it's very easy, actually. Okay, so I wanted to get you guys' thoughts before I contaminate it with mine.
Can you maybe draw it out? Because we would like to visualize.
Okay, so we know this has got to be the hero. And this has got to be the main call to action. So I think here with the hero, what we're trying to do is we're trying to grab attention, right? We're trying to get people like hooked, to want to know more about the product, to want to scroll down. That's the hardest thing to do when it comes to web design, is stopping them from bouncing, which basically means coming to the page and then leaving straight away. So we need to grab their attention with something bold. That's why like a video background might be a good idea, or something that, like some statement that's out there. So then if they're hooked, they're going to scroll down because they want to know more about the product. So we need to tell them immediately, what are they getting, why should they care, and then like a statement, basically. And then in here we would have text of like a little bit more information. That'll be benefits. These would be logos, so this would be validation. Ooh. Gosh, that's bad. Yeah, I'm not certain about what to have here. I'm going to leave that blank for now. Generally, if you're going to go by what most websites have above the CTA, the call to action, the pricing cards. So those would be features and 3 pricing cards probably. Like some people would have a statement from the CEO, and I think we have a unique case here where like you are, like astronomy is your life. Basically, you've made it your life. You've been in an industry for 10 years, over 10 years. So, like, you can have a statement about like why you got into the astronomy industry as a younger kid, as a 16-year-old, and why people should sign up to this product, because like I'm creating something that I wish was already available. Something along those lines, right? So that's either done by, as I say, like a CEO statement with an image of you, or testimonials, which we already have, or like social media, social proof, kind of. That's generally what you would have in this section here. So this would be, again, like social proof / validation.
What can we have that people can interact with rather than just see?
I don't think, like,
I think there should be something like that.
Like earlier we kind of touched on this, where it's like, when I was saying with the design, you're trying to get people not to interact, basically. You want them to stay on the page and consume whatever you put there, because you've thought about this. This is your sales page. You want them to read every single line, ideally, because then they're invested. So you don't want them clicking away to a different page. You want them to stay there, to scroll down, and then to do what you want them to, which is to sign up. So the more goals and the more distractions you have, the more it's actually going to hurt you. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand that and I absolutely agree. We will not send them to some different page, but something that they can click and get something new right there. It could be like a pop-up or something, but that's gonna make them stay longer if they're getting to interact.
Rather than just scrolling down and then leaving the website, she wants them to stay without signing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for something right, but that's counterproductive of what we want.
No, but that's why I also suggested earlier that we can have like today's top news. And then when they click on read more, they get more information. But then it also says that
Yeah.
to get the interview or read more from like this source and click on this.
Yeah.
They shouldn't feel like everything I click on is either taking me to just sign ups. There should be something they can click on that can give them extra information than they thought they could get from this
Yeah.
page.
We should not be getting them to do anything apart from sign up on this page.
Yeah.
That's our only goal, right? That's the goal of this page, is to convert them into a customer, not to click on anything, do anything else. Like I'm not attacking your idea, but that's what we need.
That's gonna give them more motivation that these people are trying to give me something already.
Well,
And I get
Okay,
so
okay,
invested
stop,
in that
stop,
if I
stop,
click
stop.
on it, I
Stop.
have to go
Stop.
and sign in.
Just think of it from a logical standpoint. Any additional click you have to do is added friction. Just look at it purely from that standpoint. That's how we should design this. Any additional
I
work
see what you
you have
mean,
to.
but I'm not saying make an entire page like that. Just make like one click over there that most of the people might not even notice. But if somebody notices, it will be an Easter egg and they'll feel more connected to us.
Sure.
And we will actually be showing the news of the day over there. So maybe some people will come in just without even signing in, see
Okay,
what's the news
stop,
of
stop,
the
stop,
day.
stop, stop. Yeah. Just
Did you understand?
I get
what
it.
I'm
It's
saying?
an Easter egg. That's what you're saying, right? But that's like we're trying to get customers right now. We're trying to get people to sign up. We're not trying to make some people feel good. Okay? I get it. I agree, but it's not important right now. It's not. We
It's
need to
more
just-
engagement and hook.
You'll
Okay, I don't want to be stuck on it. I
you
just
are-
suggested that one click, extra click, would be interesting for people to stay on the page.
Yes.
These meetings usually get a little heated between me and Mac, but that's really fun because I think we both agree on stuff and we see the point that the other person's making, and we kind of learn to go along with it.
Okay, we have the 100 news sources or whatever. We have the logos. We have these 3 cards of what we can do right now or very soon. Underneath this, we can either, as you're saying, go into more detail of like what the product is right now / what it's going to be with these kind of longer cards like this.
Yeah.
Where you've got this has like text, and then you probably would reverse it. You would have like the text over here. So these would be either images or part of what the product looks like. So that's like a feature section, if that makes sense. Primary features, or primary things that people are gonna like want to sign up for. So that's one option we have for here. Another option we do have for here is how do people use the product?
That's what I was suggesting for the top one. How to use the product.
If we focus on just benefits,
Mm-hmm.
like, and what they're getting, what the product is, and then how to use it, it makes it a lot easier for us to process, digest,
Okay.
and also from a marketing standpoint, it's a lot easier to focus on that one thing. Like,
Okay.
what is the product, and then like, how do people use it?
Then the future can go in that section.
Yeah, future can go here.
Yeah.
Like what is coming in the future. I think that's a pretty good flow, yeah? So we could possibly do like a timeline type thing of like roadmap, where we could have like,
Are you guys gonna be able to hold up to the timeline that we will publish?
yeah. No, I was saying this morning, like my issue is that I didn't have anyone to work with and I was doing everything myself.
Yeah.
So and there's it's a lot to deal with, right?
Yeah.
You've seen all the different. So now having someone else.
It looks straightforward. It's not.
Yeah. Good fucking luck doing my job. Like, let me be honest. You know, if I went and charged out right now, I'd be getting paid so much money.
Oh my gosh.
So much.